Wassail! Hello beautiful people. So, today we're going to do a kind of reading and healing with a difference. So I'm going to look into the cards and ask what we need to be looking at to heal. And it might be relevant to you or it might not be. It also might be that when I move on to the healing melody that I'm going to sing without talking in between, that it might heal some other aspect of you. I'm not sure fully how this works. I'm trying to settle this energy that's here, that's pushing through, which is somehow some kind of healing magic. And I want to just see how this goes and then do some other readings in a very similar vein. So I'm going to ring the bells. I'm not doing Palo Santo because it's not very good for singing, but the smell's beautiful, but I just didn't want it in my airwaves. So let's ring the bell. There was a very important call of attention with the first bell and a bird outside. Choot, 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 choot. Did 4 notes, healing. And then the other 2 bells came in as an energetic sustainment. I've moved my mic for this to here because if I put the microphone too close, it only picks up the chest resonances and doesn't allow the harmonics. So I'm going to move that in front of me when I get to the healing part. I'm using the evil pathways, the awakening pathways, to look at the aspect of what the healing is meant to be about or could be about. And then we'll look at Odin and a few other things. We're just doing a short reading and then a healing melody. So, Spirit, Elohim Menachem. I'm going to call on Menachem today. He's a psychic surgeon that pops through me sometimes. And I would just say that when you get to the healing melody, it's very important for you to probably lie down because the energies can be quite dizzying. And also say to your own body, your own team, your own guides to only allow through what you can necessarily cope with at the moment, because Mr. Menachem can be a little bit I kind of want to say forceful. He grabbed hold of a friend of mine, Zoe, who you know, who does the Reiki fire healing. Hello, Zoe. And he didn't just grab her by the arms and push her forwards to do a kind of healing on her cello playing shoulders, but he also popped back a few days later in the middle of the night and carried on his guided healing. So just ask your guides to allow through to your frequency all that is necessary for you right now with the healing that is taking place. I'm just going to open my energy to allow any healthy frequencies that can come to you to come to you. So, what are we looking at today? What aspect of healing are we going to provide energy for today, please? It's gone very silent, searching for the right thing. There's a bird just snuck up there on the wall, peeping in, having a look. What are we working on today, please? My goodness. A card usually jumps by now with me. There we go. Okay. It's 17. It's Carpe Diem, seize the day. It's the energy I'm getting is engagement with the energy of love and magic and pushing that energy out into the world. I want to say it's like you need to be an explosion of heart energy. And so before you go to sleep each night, you need to say to your guides, tomorrow I would like to wake up in this frequency. I want to embrace the magic that can emanate through me to everyone I come into contact with, which at the moment, not often that many people with all the lockdowns. So, it's also got an energy of an awakening. It's got that cicada energy coming through again with it being 17. And they are about being in a sleep mode for 17 years, prime numbers. This is prime healing. I mean, it could have been anything, but today it's this awakening of heart frequency. So, Odin, what would you like to add to this energy? What aspects would you like to add? Oh, we got 4, and we've got one that's just landed on my hands, which is Frigg. She wasn't the first out, but she is the first to show her face. Frigg is to have a destiny. So the notion is your destiny unfolds when your heart unfolds, when you know how to push an energy of love into the world, the healing takes place. You are the vessel, os. This is a sacred vessel. This is a vessel that is, it's our molecules, but our molecules are designed to carry the frequency of an awakened love, to seize that energy as your destiny, and that's what will activate a latent frequency within you that needs to be awakened. And then we have Gipt, which is about a union, coming into union with yourself, bringing your spiritual frequency in alignment with your molecular frequency, bringing you balance, bringing you into a space in the world. This is opening a space between spirit to allow the energy of spirit that's coming across my shoulder to come into your body. And then we have Tyr. Tyr is the energy of sacrificing, letting go to, I don't know, I want to tell you a story about him, but it's difficult to put it into words that don't make it sound wrong. So there was a wolf, Fenrir, and Fenrir was so out of control that they needed to trick Fenrir with these very thin threads that were made by the dwarves to shackle him. And they're sort of saying that's us, that's our os. It's caught in very tight but very fine shackles that need to be broken. And to do that, we have to sacrifice many aspects of our belief system to push through, to open this energy of forgiveness and compassion. Now, the idea was that Fenrir was asked to try on these threads, and Fenrir didn't trust the gods, and so Tyr said, I'll put my hand inside your mouth, and if there's trickery, you can bite my hand off. Now there was trickery, and he did get his hand bitten off, but he was willing to sacrifice that aspect of himself, or that physical attribute of another hand, in order to, in his mind, secure the demons or the worries or the fears that Fenrir represent. Fenrir here is yesterday's full wolf moon, the moon of endings. It's a new beginning now. We're in a 2-week period now that's leading up to this stellium. So let's also go to the Shamanic Oracle deck and see if they would like to add a message. I'm basically just delaying for time while I warm my voice up. So, Shamanic Oracle, please. Elohim, Menachem. What would you like to bring through? Lifting a curse, lifting a silence, lifting a blockage, removing. That's what's being sacrificed. The shackles which hold you to the old ways of being, to change the frequencies. Okay, so what's mutable in this energy? What's mutable, please? Oh my goodness, beautiful. So what's mutable? It's telling me that we all think we're in a healing frequency, but outside, the Fenrir fear is still raging. We're still giving fuel to our fears. What we need to do is cut off entirely, the hand being sacrificed, the memory, or even, no, not the memory. It's like there's an emotional, spiritual, physical battle going on for our minds, our being, our consciousness, and they're constantly trying to, the world is pushing more and more volcanic barriers in our way to lock us into the shackles that they put around Fenrir, and we're being asked to stop looking at it entirely. You can't heal yourself all the while you listen to the influence of others. And then we have the 10 of Cups. This is a heart chakra fully working. It's also bringing in this energy of the balance between our masculine and feminine energies, our molecules and our consciousness, our yin and our yang. Up at the top here is the fountain of the ace, and it's very far distant, and down at the bottom there are cups, and the seashore, the waves of cosmic emotions are lapping across the base, but the cups are empty. And then on the other side we have this energy of union, but if you look, there's something about this that's not an immediate celebration. It's more a gratefulness at the ability to recover. And then we have temperance. No, the star. I'm so sorry. It's 17 again. 17. I thought of it as being temperance when it fell to the floor. It's only now picking it up that I remember it's actually Aquarian Stellium frequency. And she's a little bit like this figure who's just finally grateful to be moving into a new energy. But behind her is spirit. Is that energy of the cosmic healing that's coming in. It's like she represents our consciousness, but our consciousness cannot heal until it connects with our molecules. And it's almost like the molecules are representing this vessel of os that I was just saying has a frequency inside it to create this union once we understand how to seize the energy of every day. I'm being told to wake each morning, all of us, to wake each morning with a sense of magical joy, to try and train our minds to access our heart chakra as our first feeling every day, to wake up full of joy, anticipation, excitement at seizing the day. So, I've got the Alistair Crowley off deck, and it gave just one card. The Hanged Man. So, this is the energy of seeing things completely differently. To being awakened, that energy that was in this carpe diem of awakening. To understand the changes that are possible when our emotions flow differently through our molecules, when we weave everything in. But I'm also getting the energy of staticness, of blockages, of pains, of discomfort in this card. How do you turn the discomforts into something that renews you, that changes, that transforms your perception of those particular frequencies? So, I'm just going to look for one more card, I think, before the healing. And we have, where do we go once we've started this healing? Where are we heading? Prince of Swords. The energy I'm getting here is of an internal battle. It's about battling demons, battling shadows, but they're earth-based shadows. They're frequencies that exist within the real world because the figures are in green. They're lower heart chakra energy. And they are untruths that are, each of them in their heart has two pentacles that are moving into a fulcrum point in the centre of their heart. I don't know if you can see them at the very bottom of the card. Now, these are talking about how the weight of the material... Oh, there was a massive clearing in the now, in my ear. It was a really high ringing that's just vanished. So, the weight of earth energy distorting our molecular ability to unlock this energy. And now the E-flat bell bowl's ringing to the sound of my voice. So, connecting with this spiritual destiny that we have. And I want to say, like, taking our shadows as a piece of clay, slapping them down on a desk, and they're just a blob. And we need to fashion those things into something beautiful that we'd like to fire and pop on a shelf to show how beautifully we're capable of transforming distortions into something truly magnificent. So, I should have brought a glass of water in with me. I feel a bit parched. But let's move on to the healing. I'm not going to give any notes. I'm not going to use particular pitches. I'm going to settle into a frequency that's over my shoulder and just ask that the tune, the melody is inspired by this frequency to reach out to all of you and help you to seize your day. I was drawn to the deck. It said turn me. So I split the deck and I've turned to Mystical Shaman. It's wanting to say that this is what I'm about to do. I think I need to keep that card in front of me as my focus. So, there will be a timestamp to help you find the right point. I'm just settling my pulse, my breathing, my rhythms, my mind. I'm trying to bring a stillness to my auric energy. that's what came out. And let me know in the comments what you felt, what you thought about, what you saw, what you imagined. And look, I never asked this, but if you really enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, push it further into the algorithm so that more people can find it if you think it's been beneficial. It also helps me to understand then if I need to make more of them. So anyway, you're all so beautiful. Seize the day today. Go and make something magically loving happen to somebody, whether they're family or whether they're a stranger that you might visit in a shop. Just try and exchange a little bit of magical, loving energy, okay? Thanks for being so beautiful, and wassail.